Good evening. I hope I find you well. Nice pleasant day here, and a nice pleasant day as I was travelling back from Knock in County Mayo. So we start off with our hymns, and our first one, my favourite one that I always sing. Sweetheart of Jesus, fount of love and mercy, today we come thy blessing to implore. Oh, touch our hearts, so cold and so ungrateful, and make us love thee more and more each day. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Sweetheart of Jesus, make us pure and gentle, and teach us how to do thy blessed will, to follow close the print of thy dear footsteps, and when we fall, sweetheart, oh, love us still. Sweetheart of Jesus, we implore. Oh, make us love thee more and more. Now, we'll sing another little one for our Blessed Mother. Where are you, Blessed Mother? Hail Queen. Where's my little leaflet? Cá bhfuil sé? Cá bhfuil tú ag dul? Hail Queen of Heaven, the ocean star, guide of the wanderer here below. Drawn on life's surge, we claim thy care. Save us from peril and from woe. Mother of Christ, Star of the sea, pray for the wanderer, pray for me. O gentle, chaste, and spotless maid, we sinners make our prayers to thee. Remind thy Son that he has paid the price of our iniquity. Virgin most pure, Star of the sea, pray for the sinner, pray for me. Isn't that right? The Blessed Mother will do that, no question, ifs, ands, about it. Now, here we are. We're back in the little nest in Oldcastle, which I'm very pleased to be back in. A safe journey back from Knock today. I did my videos before I left, had my breakfast, up early, cockcrow. And by the time you do a few exercises that I do, physiotherapy type of exercises that I got from the physiotherapist in Virginia, and very good, Mr. Carlin. So, and then wanting another, and by the time you do a few things, you don't find time going. And down from breakfast, I went at about 9:15, and there must have been up some of them. There was only a few knocking about. Well, I had my breakfast anyway, and I don't have a fry whatsoever. I just have orange juice and a bit of fruit, some prunes and grapefruit, and then muesli and some cornflakes and a bit of fruit on that as well, and then a pot of tea, and I just wanted one slice of the kind of ordinary bread, brown bread, or they have nice bread. Just one slice, and that's really plenty. And when I had that consumed up, I go upstairs, put on my overcoat because it can be chilly. And out I went down, I went to a shop and bought a few more cards and wrote them went into the Adoration Chapel and said a few prayers, and wrote my 3 cards there that are the ones that I sent and posted them. And but before I posted them, a priest came out, which was surprised. They come out on their own. They don't have any altar service, which is a shame to my way of thinking. And of course, they turned their back on the tabernacle, and there was kind of silvery type tabernacles on the right hand side, not exactly behind, and it's lovely statues of our Blessed Mother and the marvellous miracle of Knock in the Adoration Chapel. So Holy Mass, and it wasn't very long, and so I got that, and which I wasn't expecting to get, but I did, and so I was glad, and it was over really at started 9:30. It was over nearly before 10. So I posted my cards and went back to the St. Mary's Mercy Convent, which is now not run by nuns, run by ordinary people, and plenty of rooms, and it's full with silent retreat that I was at. Now it was over tomorrow. It'll be over tomorrow, Friday, but I had enough of it, and I found the rooms while I changed rooms because there was one room I was in was so small, and I didn't have a good sleep in it, and I got a somewhat bigger room, and so I slept on right in that. But it would be kind of cold when you went to the bathroom. There was bars along. It was unusual. I was in changed from where I was, and so I had 2 nights in one that I found difficult, and then I had this one. But I like a wider bed sort of thing. There are single beds, and they're not my favourite, to be honest with you. I have a double bed that I sleep in, and I have the heat. You don't have the heat there. And you take away. I think I had to keep on my socks because my feet were like blobs of ice, and though it was not a bad weather-wise, the sun was kind of shining, and some rain here and there, but nothing to complain about compared to what we had before. There wasn't hardly in July there and part of August, there wasn't hardly a dry day. Constant rain, same in September. Well, now we're starting, so it was kind of right. And today was quite pleasant, the sun was shining, and I was able to do my work at home and all the rest of it. So, and as regards silent retreat, there was plenty of nice aspects, and I met some nice people, I must say, and gave them my cards for the Christian TV, maybe about 5 or 6 or thereabouts. And it's enough. You don't want to overdo these things. And so we had the singing, and then Father Andy Sanjay, the priest from Uganda, an Indian origin, and he told us some stories about that as well. And altogether, it was quite good. But I'd had enough by by yesterday evening, and I didn't have any dinner in the evening because breakfast and lunch is plenty. I find that I don't eat that way here. I have more normal. I have something in the middle of the day, and then a slice or slow brown bread, a small for my tea, and maybe a biscuit, choc biscuit. Thank you very much. And that's as much. So I'll talk a bit more about my experiences overall, and I think that's enough. But suffice to say, I'm glad to be back here in my home. Used to when it's warmer. For a start, I have the central heating, and I've ordered another 500 litres because you never know what's in the tank. Some by mistake that people, if they're putting it in, can put it down and say where it is. I mean, I got it full there earlier in the year, but the weather was cold, wasn't it, this summer? So I had it on more than usual. But at least it's good to have the heat, I have to say, because it wasn't that warm where it was. Okay, downstairs you seem to be warming up, but when you're up in the room, it was, one could say, chilly. But anyway, be that as it may, it was a good all round. So I got back safely. That's the main thing. I came back a different way. Came back past the Knock Airport. I went up saying the Sligo Road and then turned off for, I think it was Charlestown or somewhere, but it was much more convenient in some ways. It was better than the way I'd come down by Ballyhonest. There's a lot of, but there was roadworks there too. There, I don't know what they're doing to the road. There's a lot of roadworks around the country, and this is why you have all these lorries and then these men. So, like, it does provide a lot of work. But you see, no matter where you are, where you're driving, there's these lorries with material for the roads or maybe wherever there's something that's been built. And quite a few of them, you see, and they'll hold up there then for that. And they're a good wide road, and they're widening, so you had to wait a bit, but it didn't matter because I'd say the rosary on the way and one thing and another. I did the station across when I come home. I intended to do it in Knock when I was finished in the Adoration Chapel, but then Mass came on, so it interfered. I was going to go to the ordinary parish church, where there's lovely stations in the cross, and they'd have Mass there too earlier, and then that would be over, I reckon. But then this Mass come in the Adoration Chapel, which I didn't think they'd have Mass there, only on perhaps certain times or something. But anyways, it was 9:30. It was only on about 10, 20 minutes when it was over. And the priest came out and, and was back to the tabernacle sort of thing, the way. And it looks very lonesome, to be honest. I look to see an altar person, an altar man, preferably, and with a soutana surplice assistant with the priest facing the tabernacle. Now, the tabernacle wasn't behind the altar, it was just to the right of it, and it was silver, it wasn't gold. It looked to be four, and the open one out was where he took out the blessed the sacrament, where I got communion. Because, of course, I got confession there. I got confession on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday morning. And I got a good confession. Well, I love getting confession and Knock. Yeah, lovely priest there. So I was able to share other stuff that sometimes that I thought I could refer to my early childhood. And, it was past that caused problems now, not because of the way the parents. I was born just at the start of the war, 1938. I'm a good age now. Anyway, so All went well, thank God. So the main thing is it's grand to get back home. I think you do find that when you go away. It's nice to get away, but it's nice to come home because you're used to it, and you're able to organise it so you're not kind of frizz. By now, and I'll be just doing even prayer to our Blessed Mother, one or two others once. Bye now.